Look at the monsters we've become. Look at the monsters we've become. Look at the monsters we've become.
And welcome to week 2 of NACE Star League this season. Today we're going to be seeing the University of South Alabama versus Team 2 at Emory University. And we're starting off on Icebox, nice and strong with some picks already coming through from both teams. We see who our Jet players are, we see who our Initiator players are. And I have a little guest caster with me today who has not casted before.
Hi.
This is
Don't. Go ahead.
This is Mr. Wisher. We're just gonna be going over all of our games today, and it looks like Emory has already gone ahead and selected most, if not all, of their characters. We don't quite have a mirror comp, but almost. So I think this game will be interesting to see from the University of South Alabama because if anyone has watched the last season that we had, on all of their Icebox games, they ran triple initiator and they did not have any duelists. So it'll be interesting to see how they work with this new team composition and new players.
Yeah, it seems like they're sticking to the standard double duelist, single controller, single sentinel, single initiator that you tend to see in Valorant games.
But I mean, if it's their comfort picks on this map, then it might come more in handy than trying to do something that worked in the past with an entirely different team. It looks like we'll be able to jump right into these. Oh, I love that new knife. That's such an off topic, but I don't care.
I have never seen that knife in my life.
Really? It's
No, it looks like a reaver type of axe.
yeah, like a scythe. I believe it's new, but it isn't terribly new. Like it's definitely not in the past, I think 2 collections. I think it's the 3rd most recent collection possibly.
Mine, I haven't. I don't really play Valorant much. I only stick to like once a month type beat.
I keep it in moderation. It does look like we're seeing an A execute for South Alabama here on the first round. We do have somewhat of a Viper battle going on in mid.
Seems as if South Alabama is just waiting for the wall to go down.
Yeah, they're not fully committed yet, but they're very close to it. But it does look like Emory is about to have 4 players defending this A site just as the execute comes in. So very good shot coming out of Emory. Make it 2. Waiting patiently for USA Speed to peek there, and we'll get the kill. USA Bailey able to trade out their teammates, and the trades are truly coming in here for Bailey. USA Project will go down, putting University of South Alabama in a 2v3 situation.
Still don't have the spike planted, and it looks like someone is coming on the flank. So if they're not watching that,
Melee
able to pull it off.
Now on a 1v2, he's already gotten 3. Make it 4. Are we gonna see an ace pistol?
Can he
No!
get the ace? Ah,
That's so unfortunate, but an incredible play nonetheless. Able to get 4 kills in that pistol round. They're starting off very, very strong here for South Alabama. But nonetheless, Emory has better team play, so guess who takes the W for pistol round? But hey, I'll give credit where credit's due. That was mighty impressive. He played plenty of deathmatch before getting into the lobby today.
yeah, with the almost clutching the round out, getting the bomb down, stopping the flank.
I mean, I feel like if I'm ever caught planting, I just give up. But he didn't let that one fly.
Yeah, just
honestly.
accept your fate and take the bullet to the head.
Honestly, he don't take that. It does look like we're seeing Viper Orb cutting off any kind of push up mid. But that means Kitchen is free reign. Yum with a stinger here.
Interesting.
Either
Their
about
Sova
to
gave
eat-
their position away real quick. However, the Jet's able to actually take some advantage of this.
Spike down.
Kayla able to
USA
get
is just crumbling.
2 very good picks there, as
Ooh.
well as Viper with 2 more. They were able to get 1 gun off of Emory there, but overall kind of a mediocre save round for South Alabama, and a very good buy round for Emory. We do see South Alabama fully buying up here in our 3rd round, and we do see a full bonus coming from Emory University. Pretty standard economy, so theoretically the University of South Alabama should win this round if they want any chance at saving their economy for the rest of this
Get out of
map.
my way.
Melee able to get.
Oh, USA Melee immediately popping knives and getting a pick off on the Sova. Great opening, putting us at a 5v4.
And he has all 5 dives right now to try and get himself a gun. Does look like we're seeing another A execute. I know South Alabama is very, very heavy focused on improving their A executes on Icebox, but I would like to see a B execute at some point, hopefully. USA Mando
Interesting that
will go down in mid.
Interesting that South did not put their wall down before sending Mando down mid. Viper wall is pretty strong on Icebox for what I know.
It is, and I do think Emory will be able to go ahead and read this rotate. As you know, all noise is kind of cut at A. Your controller player has died, so there's really only one option. You can go with a Sage alive and a bomb that needs to get down.
"30 seconds left."
Does look like they'll try and plant that bomb. They will just barely get down through that wall. Unfortunately, USA Melee does go down. An incredible play by Banksy. He needs to get much, much closer if he wants to. Oh my goodness! Make it a 2.
And they take the round.
Blood.
Very nice.
That happened quicker than I expected. I couldn't guess it. But very, very well done by Mr. Project and NACE. I have to ask him if that's the correct pronunciation of his name now. It looks like we do have another start of an A push here. I kind of want to see South Alabama default a little bit more. We are only 3 rounds into the half, to be fair. But I kind of want to see what that could bring South Alabama here. It seems like they're good at getting their picks, but Emory University just has absolutely fantastic team play. And they're just able to rotate pretty much every hit that South Alabama tries to coordinate.
It seems like South is giving them a lot of time to be, when they're doing their A push, to initiate it, giving their center control and their B control time to rotate over to A. They have the Viper wall down. Doesn't seem like they're wanting to push.
Almost like
Last time they almost fell to a flank. So what the plan is here, I have no idea. Oh, it looks like they may be rotating. Yeah, they're committed to a rotate.
I can understand if South Alabama makes a lot of noise over on that A site and then maybe leaves a player to continue to lurk over there and continue making the noise, giving the appearance that there are still players over there. But
And Void misses an op shot.
none of them matters when you have the aim of I'm gonna say NACE against an operator.
Making a very clear opening to get the bomb down and be able to play on the defense side of this attack.
No
Built
charge.
all those times ahead of their opponent.
No charge.
4 players down main.
Player standing.
I understand they took... Oh, actually, you know what? It doesn't even matter.
No, it does not, because if you play for that bomb correctly, I mean, as Viper, what are you gonna do here? I mean, I'll give it to them. That was a very, very nice try, and they were able to get a pick. But you tap the bomb, one person peeks, and you have to do that 4 times. It's almost impossible to win that round.
There's not even questioning that off the first half. You would have sent 2 people in the swing and have a double peek to get the 1 kill just to confirm it.
But it does look like
very unfortunate for them.
that round will be quite good for the University of South Alabama's economy, as they won their 3rd round, carried those weapons over in the majority into the 4th round, as Emory bought, and they are now being forced to go ahead and save this round, which should put South Alabama in the lead 3-2, unless we see a thrifty coming out for Emory.
Void does need to hit his knife to be able to refill that. Melee gets the kill on Sova. And it looks like they're committing to the B push. Are they going to be able to take this KO out? Do they even know he's there?
Spike planted.
Oh, they do. I got my names mixed up. I think having this player inside kitchen is incredibly smart, especially with how these Emory players have been playing their retakes.
Now Melee's going against Void that just has a sheriff. Melee gets another one, leaving it to a 5v2.
Goodness. Void able to finally take down Melee, who is just absolutely shredding today. It does
It
look
looks
like he's defending.
Void's just gonna save. Melee came to play.
Hey, I'm telling you, play your death matches before games. You'll walk in and you'll come out swinging.
Already coming out almost with another set of jet knives before the half's even over. Pretty impressive.
And you know, I do think that if Melee loses his gun this round, he does go up with knives or, you know, pass his gun to another player, because the University of South Alabama definitely has an advantage in economy and pacing here. They really, really need to take any kind of rolling... What's the word that I'm looking for?
They just need to keep the advantage on this economy.
Yeah,
That's really all it is.
momentum. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a very momentum-based game.
Spike planted.
Yes, South Alabama keeps pushing out rounds that benefit their economy and the scoreline. I don't think they should have very many more problems in this attacking half.
Yeah, seeing that the Viper ult came down as they initiated the push, being able to spike down. Now all they have to do is just wait for them to walk into the smokes to be able to
Oh
get
my
picks.
God.
Player standing.
USA Project jumping up and down, just trying to bait Void to look at him as much as possible, while Mando swings. The other side of him was brutal.
The one thing we really haven't noticed is the ult economy. Seeing that their jet had 1 knives, our jet, Melee, has already gotten his second set. He has a gun, good economy. You have no clue on how he's going to plan to use those. Most likely, if they lose 2 rounds following, he'll use them. But he popped off last time with it. He could pop it mid-round and try it. There's
You
no
know,
telling.
I'd be ready to see that. It does look like Emory University is going for a buy for next round here. If I'm not mistaken, didn't they buy pretty lightly last round, or am I wrong?
I think they full bot last round.
Okay, you're probably right. You're probably
Yeah, because they saved 2 rounds ago. They most likely full bot.
I have stick brave right now.
USA Speed gets right in with the raised satchels. Is able to get 1 pick. Fortunately, doesn't get that Viper that is on Raptors.
He is going
Oh,
to die
pop!
in that
Oh,
Molly.
Guys, in the
That-
Viper Molly. That is super unfortunate.
That Viper Molly does so much more damage. It was kind of a...
It's 4v4 still.
We get a 4v3 in favor of Emory University. 4v2 getting both Project and Melee down.
Mando's still in nest, able to take the bomb defusal, but it's not enough to be able to get the other 2. Unfortunate.
Very nice try by Mando, but Void is there to get the picks for his team, and his Viper is right by his side the entire way. It was a very nice round for Emory, and hopefully takes some of the momentum of this game back in their favor. Jesslyn is definitely one of the star players over for Emory right now. He is 11-4. You heard me correct, 11-4.
Now, if we take notice to Melee and his choice of weaponry, it may look like he's going for those jet knives. Second set this round. This
Isolate and exterminate.
And I
is
do
going to be
think
interesting.
I do think that's the play here. I think he does either get a kill or a pick, or get picked before those 5 dice go out for him. Just the way he plays with them.
Looks like their jet's lurking on B. Oh, and gets the pick on Melee, wasting the knives, sadly.
Unlucky. Better than having a teammate buy you that $2,900.
Oh yeah, 100%. And it looks like South may commit to the B push after losing their teammate. Or, no, they don't have the res. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong team.
We had hope. But I mean, honestly, Emory still, I believe that's 4 ultimates.
It is. It seems like they have used the Viper ult on A, which is forcing South to go over to B. Sova ult's popped, going for the default kill, gets a kill on USA. Doesn't ping anybody else.
I'll be honest, this is a very expensive round.
Very.
Incredibly
They
expensive
went
round
from
for Emory.
4 ults to 1 in just 1 round to secure this defense. Will this even give them the advantage on winning this defense when it comes to economy-wise?
I think it definitely gives them the advantage, especially with this KO ult.
One enemy remaining.
Or Project's going to take out 3 of them!
Oh!
Potentially.
Hide,
He has 6
Project,
bullets.
hide! Just hide! Hide until you hear that tap. Yes!
Void
you
tap.
have to peek it.
Oh, what? Oh, he peeked
I
with
still
the molly.
think he wins it.
Oh,
because
did he get it?
Nobody has the bomb! And that will be a clutch for
And that would be
USA
a clutch by
Project.
Project.
Oh my goodness.
Could have secured the kill if he didn't peek with the molly, but it's okay. He still won the round for the Team USA.
And that person still died. And that's what matters. Because, although, no, Emory did lose their last round, not everybody is in a very comfortable economic position. So a loss doesn't give you as much money, and that person was not able to walk away with their rifle, and thus they're not going to buy one this round.
Giving USA the advantage on guns and economy as they continue to kind of just walk.
You know, but Emory University is a huge threat to South Alabama here still. You see Boyd almost taking off someone's head right there as I talk about it. But South Alabama really can't loosen up here. This is definitely not an easy game for either university in any regard. Looks like Boyd is just barely missing Project's head.
Project obviously hears them walking all around the kitchen and kind of hides. Mando gets to pick on their KO.
And Project
Seems like
Last
trades
player
left
standing.
and right here. Up the Mando to kind of hold this round up to see if he can wrap it up for South. They do have the bomb mid. Their Viper's watching bomb now. How is Mando going to play this out? That is the question.
Poison's off.
So we have the nice,
just
we have the nice handy dandy X-ray, but for Mando there, I think he was aware that both were holding the bomb, but I'm kind of expecting a crossfire right there. There's not much you can do. Still very well
Mando
played by Emory.
probably could have gotten away with the save, but taking the fight and dying with your team
would have been better in the first place. But like, I mean, a 2v1 is very much so winnable. It's not necessarily something you just want to give up on,
3.
especially if you're USA Mando.
Mando was at a health deficit though compared to the other 2 players, so it was
Very
kind
true.
of a questionable situation. I personally would have went with a save, but I'm not on the VALORANT team, so. USA speed unfortunately gets picked right off the bat.
I'm very sorry, Diggy. I forgot to put up the poll. Don't crucify me.
Slow push in the A, waiting for Mando to get over to A.
Does look like to be an alright decision. Except, what they don't know is Floor of every player's ready for them. And that bomb will go down nonetheless. And it does look like Project and NACE will go down.
USA players dropping like flies. Melee getting a shot through the smoke.
As he should. But that does look like it will be wraps in another round for Emory University. Looks like we're going into a 5-5 here. Things are getting incredibly close this game like I expected.
No need for this.
Can someone get this?
You know, going into this next round, both teams can buy. It makes you curious on how the ult economy is going to fall into this, because seeing that the Viper ult is ready on defense, how are they going to utilize Project's first ult, if I'm not wrong, for an entire game? Because if this Viper ult gets popped, they could easily counter it with KO and completely cancel the ult out.
The other ults kind of have an element of individuality to them. The player can kind of decide themselves the situation they think ults are best, but if you're running a KO, things get a little bit more coordinated than just press X whenever you're ready. So you really want to save that KO ult until it is the most valuable. What I will warn here is that the Viper ult that was just pulled out by Emory
completely wasted.
It is a Viper ult that was used in VCT. It is very particular, and if you don't place it in the correct position, it will get stuck up on maze, and it will not flow down as intended. So
USA Speed was able to get that drone out from his raise, scaring the Viper off of maze, and just being able to get that Viper ult completely down and out. Very expensive round for USA when it comes to ults. Both Viper and KO ult comes out.
And one thing I will warn is they have noticed that South Alabama really likes to play main here, mainly on top of the box, and now they have an op just scoping down that position constantly. South Alabama peeks in the wrong place here, and they can just get shredded. But USA Mando seems to be doing the shredding currently. Void able to get a pick on a speed, but NACE getting a pick as well. That leaves Void and an op and no choice but to run away and save.
In that situation, I don't see a reason why South Alabama peeks out the smoke. They just wait for the attackers, the defenders, my bad, to push in. Oh, is Mando able to? Oh no, Mando's not able to secure the op from their jet. But yeah, no, I don't see a reason why they would peek out the smoke there, even to secure kills. I feel like that was a little bit more aggressive on the aggressive side than to wait for them to push the bomb, which was needed.
I agree with that. I think the only advantage you could get from it is, if you decide to confound your entire team inside of the Viper ult itself, you kind of give up a lot of space. I think it's a good idea to get the Viper ult to go ahead and cover as much of that side as you can and either play behind it or in main itself.
KO knife from Project reveals that the enemy team KOs right on yellow, so they know that he's present.
We are getting this right off the bat. B push. They need to go fast because the entirety of Emory University has rotated. Does look like they already have a player coming flanked, and South Alabama does not have the bomb down yet. They're not prepared for this player. It could be very,
USA
very
Project gets the pit pick.
But USA Project is very, very ready for that.
Looks like South Alabama is just going to instantly rotate to A after getting 2 picks on B and securing the site. They had Sage wall down, they had Viper wall down. They did not care. They said their entire team's there. We're going to go over to A, take this complete and empty, totally empty site. Makes me wonder who's going to get ult for potentially.
To be completely honest, it's not the worst idea. However, I think you do have to, be a little conscious about that Sage ult being ready and the fact that you just gave away a body like that, essentially. So
does not matter. USA Mando puts it right back to a 5v3. However, he did take a lot of damage. Maybe he can get to a Sage to get healed. I do not know if that is up right now.
It is not
3
up,
seconds.
Unfortunately.
They do lose USA Speed in Nest.
We do have a res available as well.
Push comes to shove for res. I don't think res is needed in this situation. It is a 4v3, now a 4v2, now 4v1, and South Alabama is able to secure this round.
I mean, you might as well throw that res in there on the last round
they
of the
didn't
half.
realize it was the last round. Yep. Fair enough.
But it does look
It happens to me in game and happens to me over this.
So we are at a 7-5 half in favor of the University of South Alabama, but boys, in a fight. This is definitely not easy for either university, and we're not seeing we're not seeing flawless rounds, and we're not seeing any particular players struggling more than others. I think everyone's really playing their role this game. Everyone's initiators are playing for information, or controllers, doing the best that they can with the ults, with the exclusion of a couple bugs. Does look like Emory is pushing towards this B site. We do see our Sova drone coming out. Very traditional push for B here.
Clearing all angles. However, not finding that USA Speed is on yellow. Maybe a quick Sova dart or KO knife could handle that.
Yeah, I think a KO knife is pretty much the only thing to give you good warning here. You can't throw very many darts that are for sure going to scan.
USA Melee getting 3 picks!
Oh my
Essentially
goodness.
stopping the entire push. Their KO is down mid. USA Project falls. But USA is still able to secure the round. Not flawless, as we've said before, not really seeing many of those. But a win is a win.
Hey, we take those. I'm apparently not very smart with creating polls, so I apologize, but I'm creating another poll.
Oh, and we see Melee going straight for a Vandal right out the gate.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. That
He
was a
thought
little
about it.
concerning. He also thought about doing a Marshall, which would have been an amazing play, as I do not think the enemy team was able to did buy armor for this round.
Oh, that would have been very interesting.
USA Project's able to secure the kill. Slowing down this push even more now that it's a 5v4.
Right here.
Yeah, USA really needs to take every bit of the advantage with the momentum that they have here, because I really worry that Emory starts rolling on this attack side, and South Alabama won't really have much of a response to it. The round diff here is only 3. I love the new VCT knife.
Just sitting here watching their Viper fiddle with it, making you wonder what is their true plan? Are they going to commit? Are they going to commit? Going to be? And it looks like they're going to full rotate.
And I do think that's the play here. South Alabama is very, very good at keeping anchors here, so I know that USA Mando hears every bit of something that Emory University is doing here and able to call it out to their team, but they never really fully commit all 5 players in one place.
USA Mando being able to get the bomb dropped, and
Oh
another
my
one!
Goodness!
Will he be able to? And that's 3! One more!
10 seconds left. Party's over.
Oh my
Ooh,
goodness,
USA
Boyd
Speed
able to get a
headshot.
lead pick, but USA Project closing out that round. Incredible play by USA Mando. Even being the sole defender, he was able to stop the bomb from going down, as well as get 3, I believe, picks.
Yeah.
3 or 4. USA Mando, top of the leaderboard, 16, 8, and 6. Okay, okay.
USA Melee potentially pulling out the op. Nope, he really likes teasing these gun choices.
I can't blame him.
As a Jet main myself, I would have loved to see some op play from our Jet to see how he performs with it.
This is 3rd round. He had $5,200. He wants to bonus with the rest of his team, but I think you buy for next in that circumstance, honestly.
Seems like he's stuck with the Sheriff, though. So stuck with the Sheriff, about full armor.
Okay, but Green Sheriff Ascendant, buddy? Come on.
A little bit of flex.
A little. Hey, we love to
Looks
see
like
it. We love to see it.
may be going to be. Might initiate this with a KO flash. I do not know if they have knowledge of USA Speed being where he is. So he may be able to get the jump on this KO right here. He is able to get the jump, getting a kill. If he would have.
Oh my goodness!
Oh! He still got the kill with the grenade, Marty Dom style. COD 2 players would know this. Seems like that
Okay.
Silva got dropped.
Poison's gone.
Oh my
USA Melee getting a headshot on the
goodness.
Viper on yellow.
If you would have asked me if this is the difference between sheriffs and vandals, I wouldn't believe you, but oh my goodness.
Pushing
Yes,
back up main a little bit with the molly. Getting it half. Oh, is he gonna commit? Oh, he was able
my
to get the fight
goodness.
defused. Emory took a little bit too long to repeat to make sure that wasn't a fake,
Oh, I believe they took,
and they suffered.
what was that, 7 seconds? Something crazy?
And now they're down. Their economy is in shambles. And it looks like we're finally getting something that I've been wanting this entire time. USA Melee finally
Oh
got
my
the op. Feeling confident with the economy, feeling confident with the skills. And if Emory proceeds with this A push, you could see a couple picks from Melee. Really not complaining about this.
South Alabama needs to take this as the 11th round. You won the 3rd round, which was your bonus. Absolutely fantastic.
Goes down one. Melee also has knives ready to go just in case it gets to a sticky situation where they are in his face and he's not able to get them picks right out of the main.
I think USA
However,
Mando is in a great position here.
the Sova drone
Bates the
doesn't pick him
Sova
up.
drone.
USA Mando is able to get a pick on their Sova, knocking it down to a 4v3.
I think USA Speed getting out is the right plan here. He could trade out his teammate very quickly, but you're already in advantage in numbers. Wait for your team to come to B site and be able to play together.
Emory didn't push off of that pick immediately. Now it's down to a 3v2. Good trade from Melee on speed.
Melee does know where that player is, but they are completely unaware of this KO that has lurked up so deep into sight. Oh my goodness.
KO's in kitchen. He may be able to get around to be able to get a pick on either Melee or our Sage. I don't think he's made any
30
noise yet
seconds left.
either.
It's a very, very smart play, hoping to even up the numbers for Emory here.
No one even knows about it. This is interesting. Oh, he doesn't even go for a peek or anything. He's going straight to point.
What's interesting here is he doesn't seem to be trying to get
remaining.
that op out of South Alabama's hands.
And he may pay for not doing that. USA Melee is able to get the pick, and then I do not know how to pronounce his name. How do you pronounce it?
NACE?
NACE is able to close out the round for USA.
I don't know. He's gonna have to come back around to us and let us know how you're supposed to pronounce his name, because I don't want to butcher it, and this is kind of new for me. Let's go, Manda. Yeah, let's go, Manda. Let's go, Manda. You're having a really, really good game here. For those that aren't frequent watchers, Mando is the longest standing player
Get out of my way.
within our Valorant team. He has played ever since our first ever Valorant team last fall.
So, knife goes out from USA Project. Seems like it detected a few of them to confirm that's an A push. You're seeing 2 players potentially go on the flank here. USA Melee holding heaven with Nop. Misses his first shots. Repositions.
Oh boy, not able to get a
Project. They're able to take this entire side away from USA South. USA South. what am I
USA
saying?
South
USA.
speed.
2 on flank. I do not know if Melee knows this. Oh, and
Oh.
Mendo falls.
Get out of here.
Speed able to trade him.
The death of a legend. Mando is down, but can Speed and Melee keep the dream alive?
USA Speed getting 3 picks. Is he gonna be able to do enough and then be able to defuse the bomb, or is this gonna be the end of it? Getting 4, and he gets dropped by the Viper.
Icebox is the curse of the 4Ks. I have casted so many times on Icebox, and the 4Ks, they just always happen for Mando, for Melee, for Speed, and previous seasons for Lord Rand. It just seems like everyone can get a 4K, but that ace is just cursed on Icebox.
And you know, now looking at it, with them not pulling flawless rounds and losing people every round,
Their
USA's
economy is
economy is not that good.
I'll be
Granted,
honest.
Melee did have the op for a long time. He does now have his knives out. You also have The Viper smoke coming out as well. Clearing A completely.
It does look like we're going to see a more traditional B push. We have players over in mid and A to stop any kind of aggression coming from South
Melee's
Alabama.
watching mid like a hawk.
He is ready. It is so much harder to cast with your sync, oh my goodness.
USA Speed confirming a
Speed.
kill with his ult. However, getting revealed by that Silva Dart is not a really good position.
But I will say for Speed,
There was a duel over at A. Mando's able to pick off their jet, leaving it a 4v3 where they haven't even taken sight yet. So this is going to be an interesting one.
I'll also say, USA Speed got a very high value ult there because Jocelyn is their controller player and their top frag currently. So to get that player off the board entirely for Emory is incredibly detrimental for this entire idea of a B push.
Melee falls, but gets traded. But gets traded. The game of trades, man. These guys are popping. And there goes USA Speed.
Welcome
with the 3K.
to competitive collegiate Valorant. Or honestly, it only gets more of a game of trades the higher up in rank.
Man, I wish my teammates
Division
over
level.
here in gold would be able to peek me like that and get my trades. Letting my body just sit there dying.
So all these guys are besties too. They can't let someone peek or swing them and let that one slide. You know what I mean?
This could very well be the last round. However, there are 4 ults on the enemy team. Their economy may not be that good. However, if they're able to get on site and get that Viper ult popped, this could be a good round for their attack.
I mean, I'll be honest here. You keep pressing X until you've won the round.
There
There's
goes
no-
KO's ult.
There's
USA
no
Speed
point in
does
saving
fall
it.
early.
This,
Drone isn't able to pick up anybody.
no, I don't know how I feel about the Sova carrying bomb here.
I don't either. You would expect him to give it to Sage or someone to be able to get it planted so they can play it off, and Mando gets 2 pigs!
USA Minda swinging that beautifully, knowing where that third player is. You will go down, but
Void is low, 50 health, while playing up 2 other players. His position is now known not exactly where he is, but the general area. Project Peaks gets confirmation where he is. This could just be it. I think that's a self-inflicted flash by Project. I'm not entirely sure on that. It was a little weird.
he
However,
threw it to try and get him, but I don't think he flashed himself.
Bomb did not go
30 seconds
down.
left.
This does not look good for Void.
You know, there
Could
is a
be a different-
chance here.
Oh, he's going to dual Project. Project's running.
That
Very
was,
good play by Project, honestly, to get out of the situation.
I was just about to say, it was very doable for Void. The two of them
10 seconds
were
left.
not playing directly across from each other, and he could isolate those 1v1s better.
Now
Now
they have a
you-
crossfire, and oh wait,
Oh my goodness, run!
he could get Project on the run. And Project's able to stall it out enough for a USA
Oh
victory.
my goodness, what a good game. I believe we'll be back shortly on, don't quote me. We banned Fracture and Split, I believe. I'm not sure what our third map is, but we'll be back very, very shortly with it, and I hope you guys stick around.
Look at the monsters we've become. monsters we've become. Look at the monsters we've become. Look at the monsters we've become.
Welcome back to our second map of this series for today's games. University of South Alabama Varsity took our first map on Icebox, and we're now moving into our second game in a best-of-3 series. Does look like we have a little bit of a controller swap. Both teams going, their Viper players going over to Omen.
Almost a mirror match. Actually, it very well could be. And as I'd like to see, Melee's back on Jet. This is great. I think I have found my favorite on our team.
Oh my goodness, that's actually really surprising. We get a mirror matchup from Emory and USA.
Very interesting. Yeah, I think Melee has already caught my eye when it comes to these plays as a again fellow Jet main. Seeing this man perform as he is, getting these picks, using them knives as well as he has, just you know, struck a place in my heart.
Aw. He's doing very, very well and bringing all the Jets at South Alabama a little bit of pride.
Wish I was just as good.
Well, then you'd have to play for the varsity team.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick to my Overwatch and Apex. I'm just calling it a day on that point.
I'll keep playing unrated at 4 o'clock in the morning when I should be asleep.
Nah, you know what we need? We need a professional house flipper team. That's what you can join.
Okay, listen, once House Flipper 2 comes out, then call my line. Call my line. I will be captain, I will be state championship winner, all of it.
It seems from University of Melee has decided to go an A push, lurking Sova down mid.
Ooh!
Melee getting an early hit with the sheriff on the enemy team jet. Oh wait, no, Melee got
Frenzy. He got hit in the head.
Melee
with a
got hit
frenzy.
with a frenzy. I think he did damage to their jet. I'm not entirely sure. However, it does.
Did not see Void there. That is so unfortunate.
Everything went really quick, and
Oh
Void
my
gets a pick on
goodness.
Mando.
I got the spike.
Make it another.
2v2. Bomb's still not down. 2v1.
I
Speed
would-
in heaven. KO in tree. What is Void going to do here? Avoids the dart detection.
He only has 45 HP, but he is.
He's able to get them share
crazy.
hits.
I would be incredibly worried right now.
I think it would be
Alabama.
safe for South Alabama to assume that he is in hell at this point.
They
Project
honestly
knows
did
this,
not need to
peeking
pick
it,
him one by
dying.
one.
Could we
Don't-
see the first ace of the
30
series?
seconds left.
Come on, Speed. He's 1 HP.
All he has to do is hit one ghost shot. And he
And
gets
that will
the
be
ace,
an
winning the
ace!
round, clutching it for University of Melee. Wow. Wait, I said their name wrong. What is their name? I said Melee. Wow, this man is really on my brain. Emory. Emory University.
team
That is
two.
my bad. Emory.
Coming through. Devin got so excited for a fellow Jet player there. He thought of the only other Jet player in the
Man,
lobby.
it just happens, dude.
You
I
know what,
mean,
it's
Void
natural.
obviously showed his skill here, so I mean, if Melee doesn't keep it up, man, I might have to root for Void.
That's true. That's true. We definitely give credit where credit is due, and oh my goodness, we're just coming in there,
Dart
absolutely shredded.
doesn't seem to be detecting anybody.
And keep in mind, Void started that round with a frenzy.
He did, and getting a headshot on Melee, pushing in, taking him out, getting Melee's sheriff, and just wrapping up his team with it.
You know, he had his big brother sit on his computer for a second.
Very true. There is a turret in logs. Typical B push. USA Mando swings at the smoke, just a classic. Very questionable play right there.
Honestly, the surprise factor, you have a classic, you're going against
Spike
vectors,
planted.
you have to be unpredictable here.
Something that wasn't commented on, Void does have a Phantom. And it just looks like they're able to pick off South Alabama one by one.
And,
Oh, Melee able to get it pick. Ah, but he's not able to follow up with the KJ kill to be able to ruin the economy just a little bit more. That's fine, though. Going into the third round, South Alabama's able to buy guns. And we kind of see a more even match. This is in Alabama's favor, so...
I like the little lasers. I feel like we're playing a game of laser tag. See, look at them. It is kind of interesting.
Go ahead.
It's just kind of interesting to see where aiming centralizes from on the player model.
Yeah, I was just about to say that with those lasers, you can see that the indication of aiming doesn't come out the gun, but comes out the like mouth area of the
Yeah,
characters.
the throat of the character.
Yeah. There's actually a select few games that do aiming straight from the gun's barrel.
They're very scared about someone being in hell. They pinged it, they're staring at it, they are convinced someone is in hell, but that is
Fine.
not the case.
Yeah, they
Just
cleared
get
wine with a
blind.
lot of their util.
We have a blind
Void
coming
just
out
gets
soon.
in. Melee gets the pick.
Oh
Gets
my goodness!
Project
Oh my
getting two
goodness.
behind that.
What an incredible crossfire from South Alabama, able to get a significant amount of damage left.
Also
on,
able to have control of the bomb.
Their KO. Their KO is 10 HP here. They weren't in a
Very,
fight
very
already.
good sign for South Alabama here.
South Alabama does not need to lose a gun here. I honestly think Bailey backs up here. It doesn't get too
30
aggressive.
seconds left.
I think him hiding, not taking any peeks, is also a very good decision.
One enemy remaining.
Down goes another one. Oh, and Project gets a 4K.
Look at
Well, now I
Mr.
got it.
Project.
Melee stealing the ace right at the start. Kind of unfortunate, Melee. Kind of not on my good side this game.
Oh my goodness! No, you can't be mean to me. He's
No, he's
precious.
doing great with getting the first pick on Void to initiate that entire shutdown of that push was an amazing kill.
But you know, I can't say that I'm. You know, I would not be surprised if this Game of Ascent was a project diff. You know, we have a project and Emory University doesn't. But to be fair, they have a Void.
Scanning ahead.
Send Dart down mid to clear it. Not sure if they shot that fast enough to completely avoid detection or not. But USA
I believe
does
so.
know that their players in B main. Are they going to be able to take market here? Or is Mando going to be able to hold it? Mando goes down, but is traded. Not traded, but kills.
Kills.
Kills happen. It's down to a 4v4. Speed getting another pick. Getting traded off. I don't know if they know. Oh, more trades, man. This series, dude. The amount of trades that are happening, it makes me really jealous in my own games. I'm really disappointed in my teammates in public matches now.
This is how the game should be played.
One enemy
And
remaining.
too many scaredy cats. Project getting another kill. Is USA going to be able to close this out and get this last kill on their Sova and defuse the bomb?
They need to swing together.
Double peeking
they
and
do.
securing the kill. Melee with the defuse.
And that will be a second round for South Alabama to even up
Is that important?
our Ascent game.
Looks like a timeout was called by. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember their university name. That's my bad.
Emory.
Emory.
University looks like Void called a timeout. They, you know, honestly, calling timeouts pretty early into these halves are the way to go. There's not really much information you can give a team within the last like 3 rounds that can really swing the entirety of a momentum of a half. And near the end of that half point, there's just nothing you can really analyze before you guys are already switching sides.
Yeah, but you know what this does do? This could potentially halt USA's momentum because USA's in it. They're ready to go. They're setting up again. And a timeout's called immediately after they win 2 rounds. This could completely sway the momentum. I've seen it happen before. It's pretty. I want to say this is a pretty common tactic in actual pro play to call timeout when it's
Oh
not
no,
momentum
absolutely.
shifts, makes the enemy team reset even though they're ahead of time. So this could be what that timeout is. It could very well just be a strategy thing. No telling.
You know what's something that we haven't mentioned that USA Diggy brought up in chat? USA Speed is playing Silva.
Yeah, you know, that actually is very interesting because from what I know, Speed is a duelist player, not much of a initiator player.
He is a duelist player, but I will give him credit where credit is due. He has spent a lot of time in the game ever since I first met him, and I would say pretty confidently that he's a flex player now. He can pretty much play in whatever role that you put him in, and he'll frag
USA
it.
Speed's dart detects 2 of them down mid. letting his team know that there's 2 down mid. No telling where this push could still go. Looks like USA still has one on A to anchor to make sure nothing's happening here.
I appreciate Speed playing us a little song there with his with his little Sova dart.
USA Project falls to a sheriff, leaving it just the melee to cover this site. He gets out safely.
And will get a pick on the Emory University's Jeff player.
Down to a 4v4. They're preventing melee from even swinging
Spike
them.
planted.
That bomb has to go down for them. At the minimum, they need the money from that this round. I'll be honest, that is not my favorite Omen smoke in the world. But I can't say their name, but Emory University's Sova is absolutely shredding with this deagle. I believe that's his third pick with a deagle.
Oh, gets 3. Oh, USA Speed's able to diff it.
USA Speed has to get a 4K here. And I
They
don't
know
believe
exactly
that
where
is
his
doable.
location is.
I believe this will be a thrifty round for Emory University.
They double
And
swing
it
him.
is.
And they potentially even triple swung him. I didn't even see where the KO was.
There's that momentum killer. Getting thrifty does not feel good. South Alabama's economy is going to conversely suffer from that. We say that.
However, USA Melee pulling out the op once
I
again.
knew you were going to bring it up. I knew you were going to bring it up. No, put that away. Go for an orb. Get your jet knives. And buy
No,
Nixie.
Melee has a plan. He's going to peek mid, potentially peek cat, get a pick, get his knives, secure. Ah, and he misses it down mid.
No! We were hyping you up.
The sad
We
thing
were
is,
ready.
Melee doesn't have a gun to fall back on. He's stuck with his classic, and there's no other gun that he can get unless Project dies close to him, which isn't something you kind of want to root for. But he is stuck with that op until something changes here. Now it looks like there's still. Still cannot. For the life of me, this university's name is
Emory.
Emory. Emory seems like they're going to be taking a rotate to B.
Not ready yet.
Doesn't look like USA knows just yet. And this dart could give that position away. And it does. It reveals 3 players,
My
signifying that his
goodness.
speed popping ult. Getting 1 hit. Can he secure the net? And he gets
Oh
a
my
kill while
goodness.
damaging 2 other players. However, Emory is closing in. He does drone, gets a position revealed. Melee getting killed with the op. Always love to see it. USA Speed getting
Oh
3
my
kills in one round.
goodness.
Being able to avoid the KJ ult.
Can we make it 4?
They know the position of this KO. Project steals the round and takes it, ending with a flawless. I think this is the first flawless of the night.
I do believe that is the first flawless of the night. I do.
Leading South Alabama with the advantage. This is really, really good for South.
You know, I had my worries there because as you know, whenever I played for South Alabama, this VALORANT team, I was mainly their Sentinel player. I played a lot of Killjoy because that was extremely meta at the time. And, you know, as a Killjoy player, you almost always are going to see a Sova player holding on to that ult to be able to counter yours. So we saw Yum holding on to that ult, trying to wait until Sova used his. And the second that Sova ult was finished, we saw that KJ ult come out. And I did not think South Alabama was able to pull that round back, but...
Yeah,
Yes,
but
it's
Yum was not
speed.
able to get. They were not able to get CT's side completely closed off and getting them away from that peak, and they were just able to watch it. Melee gets
Oh!
a pick with the op on Void. Goes for
Almost
the
a second.
KJ and almost gets it.
Oh
Gets it
my
after a
goodness!
retake.
Down A.
It was
USA Melee on fire with the operator. We love to see it.
Oh my
Repositioning the
goodness.
heavens for making it go from a 5v5 to a 5v3 real quick. He's
we gonna
peeking
get a
tree
third?
as
Are we
they
gonna get a third?
may know that the Sova is there. Is he gonna be able to get this third?
Oh,
misses.
the elbow comes.
There comes a drone.
Shoot
Drone
the drone.
doesn't
Shoot the
see
drone
him.
for me. Shoot the drone for me.
He's letting it
Guys.
happen. Mando goes down on B, or down on mid. Speed goes down in mid.
This does not look
30
good.
seconds.
Melee getting a right click on the Sova, not doing a lot of damage, but still very impressive.
I was like, wait, what happened? I missed it.
It did hit the Sova's head, so if Melee was just
Oh!
oh my!
What?
Project gets shut down by a sheriff. By
I'm
a
getting-
quick peek.
10
Oh.
seconds left.
Yes! Just delay! Just delay! Just
Last
delay!
player
Just
standing.
delay, honey! Just delay, honey!
Melee getting the
Yes!
pick, and they secure the win, secure the round, 4v3.
Oh
However-
my goodness.
Oh, Melee did not lose his op,
Op,
which is
no, he did
always an
not.
amazing thing to see. I'm loving this right now. This is great. I
Ah,
would love them. I would love for them to position him down mid now, because if it was me, I would not push A again. Because getting picked off like that, and immediately knowing there's an op there, knowing that A and Cat are very, very good op spots, knowing B really isn't, knowing for previous rounds that Melee has been sitting A every single time, and that's exactly what they do. They put Melee down mid. Is he going to get a potential pick real quick if anyone peeks tiles? That is the question.
You know, I do think Void will eventually move his way up to tiles if he plays congruently to the pass. But it doesn't
It
appear
may
to.
be they avoid tiles completely knowing Melee's position. They know Melee sits A, and they know that op is there. So what would be the point of peeking tiles in this situation, other than to give up a kill? They haven't been able to shut him down since. Seems like they're pushing in with the KO ult.
It would be incredibly useful against our
USD speed
KJ.
drops.
Oh my
KJ get the two?
goodness!
Gets traded by Void.
Getting to
Now
a
it is a
9.
3v3.
Spike planted.
Getting to a 9 was the best case scenario for him there. Kind of stuck in backside. Now we have an even 3v3. Bomb is
How
down.
are they going to push this? Melee still with this op. That's interesting. I thought he would have
Void.
been able to find an actual gun to be able to swap out. Mando getting a pick on the jet and back sight. Does he see the one on boxes? And he does. He gets the pick on boxes. And Project is able to get the final kill, closing out the round.
And that'll be a 5th round for the University of South Alabama in this first half. One thing I will also say is these rounds are not going by quickly.
No, they're taking their
they're-
dear sweet time pushing into these sites.
Come on, guys, I have homework due at 11:59. No, but for real, this is a very, very good game of two very evenly matched teams. I'm very excited. But hey, give credit where credit is due. Project is popping off. 10-4, yes sir.
Doing very well. However, I do want to highlight Melee's ops picks.
Okay, yes, they are also quite impactful, but come on.
They have
No.
him down mid now. And it seems like he's watching tiles. Is he going to swing down Cat to see if he can get a pick? He heard the
You s-
gunshots.
Have you seen these Stinger buffs? They are
I've not. I thought Stinger was getting
insane.
nerfed.
No, it is more expensive. I believe it
Oh.
was $900 and now it's $1,100. Still significantly cheaper than a Spectre, but I mean,
Melee
Stingers get a
leaving?
little dangerous.
Yeah, I never liked the whole run and gun aspect of the Stinger. It's like it was like back in the day when the Frenzy was popular, where you just buy Frenzy, get light armor on the first round, just
Yeah.
WP in and get the kills. That's essentially how the Stinger feels currently, and still felt back then too. But you know, I'm a dog Valorant player, so I'm gonna lose those fights no matter what. What
I think
I do want to comment on real quick is Melee. If he would have held down Cat a little bit longer, he would have been able to get that Omen. No problem. Doesn't even matter. Mando's able to get that pick right at tree.
30
Oh,
seconds left.
that dart isn't going to be able to see.
However,
does
the
take
KO
away-
knife does.
And that does take away his dash capabilities holding the 7 pick.
Project getting a kill on the KO through smoke. Project
Oh
getting
my
another kill.
good-
Melee
oh
getting
my-
the kill with an op. Mando getting the final kill while in tree on the KJ, securing another round for South Alabama.
South Alabama is grabbing back this momentum that they lost in that 5th round and just turning it back around just 4 rounds in a row. That momentum is strong, and if they can grab these 3 extra rounds, they might be looking at a 9-3 half.
Which
Depending on your superstitious beliefs. That could be a good or a bad thing.
And it seems like a B push may happen here. I believe that is our silver. No, it's not. It's the enemy team's.
Scanning ahead.
Melee's holding tiles. I think he misses the shot on the Sova. Ooh, USA Speed getting a good shock dart in there on that Omen.
Oh.
Getting another one on the KO. USA just has the advantage in general. Mando getting 2 picks. Almost
Oh
3.
my
Speed just securing it on the Omen.
Not use that.
Can he get the trade off the KJ here?
Player standing.
No, doesn't matter. Project kills the KJ, leaving it down to a 4v1 situation. Oh, this does not look good for
Emory University.
Emory. There you go. Thank you. You know what? From now and Sweet secures the round. You know what? From now on, when I pause, you know how to fix it.
You know what? Shout out to Emory University. Your guys' campus is beautiful. You have some great professors.
Look, man, I'm just bad with names. Okay. If I
It's
didn't
okay.
talk to the people in our club often, I'd probably forget their names too. It's fine.
You probably forget my name. Look.
Sometimes.
It happens to the best of us. It looks like a USA Project again, 13-4. Okay, I'm telling you, it's the Project Difficult Ascent.
Revealing area.
We have USA Melee sitting down on A heaven with the op. Let's not forget that with an op. And it looks like they may be rotating to B.
Maybe you should have taken USA Melee out to dinner on Valentine's. Just
You know,
give 'em-
that would not have been a bad idea.
How much does an op cost? I feel like it's a reasonable
Deploying
Valentine's
drone.
present.
You know what?
$47.50.
There's always next year.
Always next year.
Not ready yet. Scanning ahead.
Oh, that's a very good Silver Dart. It will get shredded, however.
And it looks like Emory is just defaulting out after getting that Bolt Orb.
Will break a door here.
Speed does not like doors, obviously.
How could you? Does look like we're going to see a B execute for Emory
30
here,
seconds left.
but they are.
Void going straight in, running into a KJ setup. Project
yeah.
getting a pick on Mando teleporting the backside.
That was a very, very good play. Also, a very good play was their Jet running out and kind of baiting all that KJ utility before his entire team follows him on lane. I'll give him credit where credit is due.
It does not. Melee, do not lose this fight.
Oh, Bailey,
Hey! He didn't lose the fight with the op. He had to pull out the frenzy. He got in the face. It's
no!
fine.
That's fair. That's fair. You know what?
You know,
That's
op was
fair.
not in his hands. It is fine.
It
It is fine.
happens.
Mando, being the generous king he is, buying Melee the op. This is beautiful teamwork. I love to see this.
The generous king that he is.
Look, man, anything else for the second top frag in the lobby, you know? Mando's doing amazing. He can spare some economy for the peasant Melee since
Yeah,
he died.
USA Speed has $8,300, and this is the
This is
last
why-
round of the half.
This is why Mando is the generous king.
Yeah.
Understandable. We're getting a little quiet this last, round of the half. If I was Emory University, I would be incredibly hesitant to pushing anywhere. South Alabama's. Oh, interesting. So we see.
He's baiting the KJ ult, and South Alabama's KJ ult comes out.
Oh, that is an insane play. Emory needs to be out of that.
Yeah,
right
Emory
now.
needs to go.
The
However,
bad news
Melee is there. Melee
Oh!
doesn't get a pick. Oh, this could be bad.
Run!
Emory could take A. No problems. No.
Spike
I think
planted.
they get. Yep, they take full control of A, leaving USA to have to do retake. However,
will get the
USA
lurking
speeds-
pick. Oh my!
Melee
Through the
getting a
wall!
wall bang on Void. Void was in hell, and he got the pick. This is amazing. Mando getting a pick on the KO on Jin. The last two players are down main. Sobol comes out. He gets one pick, has to
You
put
have
it away
Sobol
immediately.
and
Mando
Sobol.
gets dropped.
Oh my
However, it's
goodness.
not enough to take the win away from USA,
And I
turning
have
this into a 9-3 situation.
bad news for all those with superstitions. We are
know
at
what?
a 9-3 half.
I feel like that was Emory's plan. Put South Alabama at the 9-3 curse, and they could potentially see a turnaround here.
That's true. They won that third round, and they said, you know what? We have to play strategic here.
Let them win the rest of them, get in the 9-3 curse, and, let's take it from there.
No, honestly, that was... the scoreline might say 9-3, but that does not reflect the fights that we are seeing. That
not
does
at all.
not reflect
Now
that.
it just kind of relies on University of South Alabama to see how they initiate these attacks and if they're going to be fluent and good. If not, they could see struggles here later and when guns are being bought.
Exactly. We wish all of our boys in the varsity team the best, and all of our persons on Emory. I think the best thing that they can do right now is just be very careful not to let rotations throw them off too terribly much.
And it looks like University of South Alabama is deciding to go all the way up cat, having two players on Emory watch. Oh, Melee getting a pick right off the bat, getting it on Void. Melee getting another one on the KO. Melee may eat on this
He
pistol
said,
round.
hey, guys, I know the other Jet Void got an ace third round. It's my turn. I need nobody to kill anyone else. Let me try and get all three.
He may get this because there are two players in Hell, one on Jin. Melee out in the open on the site. Now he's exposed the door. KJ's hurt, and he gets a kill on the KJ.
Goodness.
Ooh, almost
Oh,
gets a
he's
hit
not
on-
aware of the player heaven, and they will get a pick onto him, as well as
and
USA
Basova getting
Speed
two.
here.
Project getting a kill on the Omen. Sending a shot dart down to heaven, but Hell does not get in there all the way to get damage on these two players that are down there. He is aware of them after hearing these footsteps, but how is he going to... and he just could not secure the win.
Honestly,
Unfortunate
though,
for Emory.
Your heaven, two players have a crossfire down at Hell. What are you
There's
gonna do
really
there?
not much you can do. If he would have gotten that shock dart off, and he would have been able to send it completely in, one of them could have fell, because I don't think they had armor. I don't think those two players had armor.
No, I
So
don't
he could have
believe
had an easier fight if he was able to get that shock dart off, but however, he wasn't. However, those two players weren't the only ones alive. There was a KJ sitting wide. Had lineups, had setup on it. He still had to fight that KJ to be able to secure the round completely.
One thing I will say that's interesting that we're seeing right now that opposed to normal economy is because we are at a 10-3 scoreline. We do see Emory University actually forcing up here alongside of the University of South Alabama to try and deteriorate their economy and secure this round on their favor as much as they possibly can.
However, if Emory fails in this situation, their economy is in the dirt and they will be losing. They have a high chance of losing. I won't guarantee it, but they are in a very disadvantageous situation next round.
Essentially, if they lose this round, they are agreeing to a match point. Because if South Alabama wins this round, they're 11. Next round, they'll be forced to save because of buying up, which leaves in a 12-3 scoreline.
Void getting two
my
picks after they pushed
goodness.
into the tree.
Nixie able to take them off, but South Alabama is down numbers here. It doesn't mean that you need to take those peaks where you can. Go ahead and even out those numbers.
Now, we can't discourage Emory on their save rounds if they potentially do lose this, because they did go ahead and prove us wrong with South Alabama getting thrifty really, really early in the game.
Exactly.
They are really good with these save rounds, as it's been shown, and if South Alabama's not able to pull this round out, and even if they are, it's still anybody's game at that point.
My solo complaint here is seeing my KJ with double mollies, playing a little more aggressively than my Sova, but it looks like we're correcting that here with both players being in main.
What's also a curious decision is Emory kept their Sova at B a little too long.
Absolutely.
They kind of knew the push happened and the bomb was down, yet he did not rotate until the bomb completely went down. KJ Molly goes down.
I do think that might be a result of the Icebox game that we saw previously. It's a 1v1. Bomb does need to be defused.
Bomb's not half, and it's sadly either situation. Emory would not have been able to win that round.
And we will see an 11th round going to the University of South Alabama. We do see a generally low economy coming out. South Alabama would theoretically be able to buy up pretty comfortably here. I think they go for a buy for next. And then, honestly, Emory, you might have to be buying for match point here.
If Emory takes
forced
this,
up
however,
here, it's
they're good on their saves. We've seen this already. Like I
Yeah.
said, about what round 3 they thrifted USA. If they are able to sit here and use this low economy to their advantage and take South Alabama down this round, they have the advantage on the economy at least. The score may say 11-3, but it could quickly be 11-4, and then there's no telling how far that could go. So it looks like South Alabama's choosing to go down mid.
I really hate
No
how that
one's
gun
watching
breeze. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I dislike that strongly.
I love
Oh
the
my-
Frenzy Dragon. I do not like the disrespect on it. Project Flash come out. Getting
Oh
two
my
with the Frenzy
goodness.
Dragon after the disrespect. Melee getting a pick with the Phantom.
Look, I take the disrespect
Melee
back.
getting another one.
Oh,
However, getting beat by Stinger down mid. Now,
they will try and go ahead and grab that gun if they can, and they will get it, leaving us in a 2v2 situation with
It's a
pretty similar
2v2.
guns.
oh, Project gets a kill with his Molly.
Wait, but it's a project diff. I'm sorry, it's a project diff. The Molly kill.
USA had the disadvantage in that situation with the health difference, with
30
KJ
seconds
being
left.
literally a couple bullets, and Project being completely almost out of armor, down to his health. Emory had two players that were almost full health the entire time, but standing in that Molly was not the best play in that situation.
They will not expect this player coming from flank. I can assure
No.
you that much.
However, I think they're going to both hold hell, holding a crossfire. This is going to be a sticky situation. If he kills the KJ first, this could be winnable. Now they know this location. This could be winnable if he's able to take out KJ and then Project. They're going to double swing. KJ setup comes
Flash
out.
comes
Project
out.
Flash.
Enemy remaining.
Frenzy kill.
Oh,
Placing alarm bot. Imagine if I died right now.
oh my
KJ's
goodness.
able to close out the round.
And we are at match point for South Alabama. And not only are we at match point, we are actually at the final game for the series. If South Alabama wins one more round, we are done for today. That is a 2-0. But, that scoreline just does not seem to, I'll give South Alabama credit where credit is due. They are 12-3 right now. They're doing very, very well. They're playing off each other incredibly. But Emory University is putting up one fight for, this is synth map. And it's just not really reflecting as much as I'd like it to. But, I mean...
Emory is giving South Alabama a run for their money in some of these rounds. It is just insane how close it gets to these points with 1v1s, 2v1s. Emory's just picking down these players. They're just not able to secure the rounds. Melee going for the double updraft. Potential pick on Heaven, and he does not get it. Are they going to commit to this A push? They do. Melee gets nothing from his knives on Void.
He just sprayed down with a Guardian. That's so unfortunate. Oh my goodness!
Project getting a running headshot on the enemy KO.
On complete
Void,
accident.
however, taking out Speed. Project getting another pick, taking out Void finally out of Heaven.
Looks like we have a 3v3 situation here, but...
USA is on the least
Last
app.
player
3v2.
standing.
2v2.
I cannot
2v1. This is happening so fast.
Oh, USA
And
fans
Emory
are real
takes
good
the
now.
round.
This is what I'm talking about. South Alabama cannot relax. Emory is putting up quite the fight.
However, Emory's economy does not look the greatest currently. They may have secured the win, but do they have enough to completely buy up? I do not think they do. Void did have to go through with the Guardian light ammo. Now he's going
Turret out.
heavy armor and a Spectre, maybe a Guardian. Having two players low either on armor or guns when you have an enemy team being able to full buy with even full armor or light armor is very disadvantageous because you just see an easier wipe when you come to the Phantoms and Vandals versus the Spectres and Guardians.
Oh, the power of a good economy. does look
And the
like
thing is, USA still has 2 ults. They
Mhm.
could easily initiate this push on B or anywhere. Oh, Melee
Ooh.
getting an early pick, being
And
able to completely avoid the shock dart, getting it on KJ of all people. That is someone Emory did not need to lose. And it looks like South Alabama may be going to A. They could potentially initiate this with a KO ult and then lock it up with a KJ ult. Melee getting 2 picks at B, securing the entire site. This could be match.
and it does look like South Alabama is adjusting to that with a pretty large and fast rotate over to this B site.
Melee did
Exploding
secure
on.
D.
Oh, and that
Mando
will
gets
be
picked. However, he's
Mando
going to close the
down.
door,
Spike
wasting a
planted.
little bit of time.
You do see Blind coming out beautifully, getting
Very
3
good blind.
of South Alabama's players. But that
Unfortunately,
KJ
he had
ult,
no teammates there. KJ ult comes out. Since Sova is down, he had ult. Emory Sova could have completely saved this entire round from the KJ ult. Omen getting caught in the KJ ult. This is very unfortunate for Emory. KO finally comes out.
they are spacing South
Emory
Alabama's
KO
ult out
dropped.
beautifully.
The Molly preventing
That
the
head
KO.
glitch.
Deep down, Melee down. This could swap up real quick. Project gets a kill. They get traded. KO. And
That
game
is
over.
game. That is game. And that will be our second map to South Alabama. And we are looking at a 2-0 series. Congratulations to all of the University of South Alabama varsity players. We thank you all so much for all your time and energy and information that you give over to the production and everything you do to represent the University of South Alabama. Also, a huge shout out for all the players at Emory University on Team 2 that came out and played against us today. You guys were an incredible competition. You were very, very strong and very, very scary, and also very good sports. So we thank you all very, very much, and good games to everyone, and we hope to see you next week.
Finally figured out Emory's name right at the very end. Congratulations.
Look at the monsters we've become.